Salutations, everybody! It's Willingness to 40. Welcome back to some more Octopath Travel T. That was not a stretch. That rhyme was perfect. You know it. You know it was. Stop saying it wasn't. Last time we started Miles's quest chain and then got distracted by Le Man, adventurer extraordinaire, thanks to being lied to by IGN's walkthrough. Thanks, IGN. You the best. This time, we're going to actually continue Miles's quest chain. So, here we go.
Good day.
So we have indeed met again. So you remember me, Sir Miles of the Knights Ardent? I've been continuing in my hopes of discovering the truth about my father.
Good day.
I'm to keep this town safe. Protecting the people is an important duty of the Knights Ardent. I'd hardly been given my first appointment before I fell afoul of bandits. I had to fight them off. I thought I was quite good with the sword, and the taste of real battle is quite different from that of mere training, I discovered. This will not do. I'm far too unpracticed in true battle to protect anyone like this. Please, will you aid me in my training? Beat him. Okay, let's do it. I'm looking forward to this encounter. You really shouldn't be.
It's a good day for
I apologize in advance.
Now then.
Oh, he could buff himself. That's a good sign.
Too slow.
That's not a good sign.
Too slow.
Oh boy. You're like Ulbrich trying to land freaking Brand's thunder.
The thrill of the fight.
I don't even know how that was thrilling for you, Ulbrich. I'd say the most thrilling thing was picking the healing grape off of him. Phew! You're every bit as strong as I had imagined. Very far indeed have I yet to come as a knight. But that matters not. I feel I have understood something new this day in battling with you. I will set off again with renewed vigor. You there, boy. Was your father perhaps a member of the Knights Ardent? You look quite uncannily alike to a certain member of the Knights Ardent who once saved my life. You knew my father? Certainly did. A hero he was. He saved us all. A hero? I was just a wee mite when all this happened, mind. But I still remember those days of terror, our villages being preyed upon by a whole pack of aggressive beasts. The only one able to take up a sword and fight for us was that father of yours. Even knowing that he would be alone in his fight, he did not abandon us in our hour of need. He marched right out of this village, not a man at his back, and fought off the beasts for us. It is thanks to your father that I'm here today to relate the tale to you. My conviction grows ever stronger. I knew my father was no deserter. Yet he was stripped of his knighthood all the same. The truth must still be out there somewhere. Then let us meet again someday. Oh, thanks for the nourishing nut. I gotta say, I said it before, I'll say it again. People on this continent are real nice if, like, they pay you for beating them up. Although I'm assuming that's kind of what boxing lessons are like. Probably not? No? Can you tell I've never went through boxing lessons? And here we are again. Wait. Angel Saber occasionally puts target to sleep. I think the physical attack's rather sad, though.
Good day.
We've met again, my friend. It is I, Sir Miles of the Knights Ardent. I've been newly posted to this town in my service to the faith, and I have heard rumors. Rumors that a sword once belonging to my father remains still in this town. I hope I'll be able to at least glimpse it before I might be sent on my next mission. If you happen to find that sword, please, you must let me know.
Good day.
Okay, so we don't have it yet. Darn shame. It would have been hilarious if it were the angel sword. All things considered. So, we're back. Our target is the refined merchant somewhere in this very town.
Splendid.
Now, on the one hand, I would normally just be looking like, oh, you know. Well, normally I'd be willing to look around and just steal from every civilian I run into to look for the item I need, but given this game and how its side quests work, you know, it could just be on it like some random dude in a town on the complete opposite side of the world, and it's like, oh yes, I was definitely going to find that. Oh ho! This is the finest bit of flash I've gotten my hands on in some time. This is surely a blade with some stories behind it. I'm sorry, dude, you're giving yourself away. Thanks for the memorial sword and the inspiriting plum.
Greeting to you.
Very tempting, very tempting.
Good day.
Give this person what they need. Or is it what he wants? This is my father's sword. Such heavy steel. Just holding it, there's no doubting its strength. You there. Where did you get that sword? This sword belonged to my father once. And you are? I was saved by the man who wielded that sword. So you are the son of that great hero. You knew my father? Oh, aye. He saved my entire village long ago, when we were set up by wild beasts. We had no one to help us, none but a traveling knight of the Knights Ardent who happened to come through our village. The village leaders begged that he might see us to safety, and that fine knight agreed at once. Not a soul perished. But he did not consider his duty done then. He even entrusted his sword to the village. He instructed us to sell the fine steel and use the money to buy food and seeds. By the laws of the Knights Ardent, a knight must never abandon his duty under any circumstances. And throwing aside one's sword, no matter how worthy the cause, is considered desertion of the cause. That is what I've heard, and still that great man, he accepted such dishonor without hesitation, to hate perfect strangers such as ourselves. I set out to learn the sword myself because of your father. He is what made me into the man I am today. I was never able to rise to the heights of the Knights Ardent, but I'm able to keep clothes on my back at least, living as a hired sword. So that is the truth of it. My father saved a village, and for that he was stripped of his cloak and his knighthood, and declared a deserter. He was every inch the great and honorable man I knew him to be. When a knight enters the Knights Ardent, he swears an oath. to protect those who seek the warmth and comfort of the sacred flame, brought down by Aelfric himself. That oath has not changed since the very first night Ardant said the words over the sword he received from the gods of themselves. Say that 7 times fast. I will swear my own oath upon the sword of my father, to be a knight of honor, like my father. I thank you, sir. At last I know the true measure of my father. Words cannot express my gratitude, but they're all I have to offer. Along with 11,000 leaves, ardent attire, and a nourishing nut of the large persuasion. Yeah, that's right. He just lied to our faces and then gave us stuff. I guess I'm not complaining. Ardent attire seems pretty sweet. Cyrus's elemental defense would go down, but his max SP goes up. Doing it. What else do we got? Well, I mean, that's it for this region's side questing. So now we head on to... I'm gonna feel dumb for this, but I don't remember if we ever did Flame's Grace or not. I feel like we did. We did not! Aha! Side quest. It's no good. I simply cannot see the way of it. That's it. It's all over now. My research is done with. I'm finished. All my research still now suggests that the Jotun should reside somewhere in this land, but I cannot find the proof. If there was only some proof that my years of research weren't for naught. Gee, it sure would be convenient if we just brought him some proof, am I right? Now, if only we knew our way to this slumbering giant to help this dear lad. Ah, where does the time go? I set out to find the truth of the ice giants known as the Jotun, and before I knew what had happened, my whole life had passed me by. But it is a most fascinating tale once you begin delving into the details, the nomenclature, for example. You see, the reason that the Jotun are commonly known as ice giants is in part because... Ah, dear me. There I go again with my ramblings. I do apologize. Please pay this old man no heed. Too late. Already scrutinizing you. And now we know where the ice giant sleeps. Of course, I'm assuming that he didn't just want to know where it sleeps. He wanted proof that it sleeps there. And there we are. So wait, where'd you say that was exactly? No, he didn't say anywhere. Well, whatever. Through the power invested in me by... Google, that's one way to break immersion, jeez. We are going to make our way into the world of danger, romance, drama, random encounters,
Fight with
honor, absurdly underpowerful enemies, like underpowered enemies, shooting stars. I just want to see how this goes. Yep.
I hope I
Yep.
found more of them.
It was worth it. I got a good laugh on the inside. Oh my gosh.
It's a good day for battle.
I guess while we're doing this,
Out of my way.
I suppose, you know, I've complained that one of my few complaints about this game was the random encounters. I feel like if you got a system going like, I was gonna say like Earthbound, then like where when enemies are way too weak for you, you just insta-kill them on the world map, so that you don't have to deal with loading in and loading out of fights. But honestly, I guess like if you want to complete your, I don't know, you want to see every enemy in the game, then it kind of ruins that. If you just insta-kill them because you don't see them until you're too late in the game, especially since you can start off at any of, like, any one of 8 different starting towns. So never mind, I'll retract that statement. But it's still, I'm still never gonna say random encounters are the best. Although, since I feel like I've been complaining a bit too much about this game recently, because, like I've said before, I really do love this game. It's really freaking great.
I've done my
And here we are in Hoarfrost Grotto, and I didn't even mention it until we already took quite a few steps in. We got ourselves a new enemy, the Light Elemental, and I'm surprised that's a new enemy, honestly. I honestly don't even really know what I want to do here. Let's just do Yatagarasu. Sounds way cooler when Therion says it than when I say it super mundanely. Oh, shank a foo, Ophelia, shank 'em.
No. An interesting dilemma.
Look.
The battle is truly joined.
Well, I wasn't gonna use it, but you've earned it.
Down.
Oh my gosh. Is that the first time we've ever seen 0 damage? Because that's insane.
And that's that.
Wow. I didn't even know that was possible. I thought this would be a game that has like chip damage, so you always take at least 1. Huh. Oh, treasure, you were so close.
Flame protect
Any new enemies, or can we just... Oh, they're all new. Okay.
Out of my way.
Yeah. Guardian Lion Dog? I'm shocked you're alive. In case you didn't catch it on our way in here, this is a level 25 recommended dungeon. We're a little out of these guys' league. And have been for the last, I don't know, 80 episodes. Okay, maybe not that many. But it's been a dang long time. 60 at least, come on. Get that light nut. Man, you can tell this is an early game dungeon if we just got a light nut for finding a rather remote treasure chest. Although I guess nuts are kind of always useful. Get that olive of life medium, at least that's good.
Time to teach you a lesson.
Get some enemies we've already seen before.
Now,
Cyrus starts off, so why not? Let's slaughter them with a good old-fashioned firestorm.
the land. Thus ends your lesson.
If for nothing else, for the JP. $10,000? That's pretty nice, actually. My gosh, we're getting in these encounters left and right.
My turn.
Guardian Lion Dog.
I really should pick a more reliable move than that.
Well then,
Wind, light, dark, that's not particularly useful, but why not?
electric star. Here's our foe.
Still damage.
No!
An interesting dilemma.
Oh, flames! Rage! Rock!
Not bad.
I still think someone should teach Cyrus what a fireball looks like, because that's not a ball. But, you know, I guess he's the teacher, and the teacher's always right. Soul Hatchet. Is it even worth looking? You know what, let's get a good laugh. Soul Hatchet, there it is. Yeah, that's sad. Anyway. Another fight.
Come on, I've got better things to do.
Yes we do, Therion, yes we do.
No, then!
Now I'm gonna come clean here. You may be thinking, Willingness 240, I noticed you're going around the place just trying to do all the side quests now. And I am. It's like, why do you even bother with the Chapter 1 side quests?
Let us fight with honor!
My reasoning behind that would be
No, then!
some of the, well, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of the completionist in me where it's like, I'm going back and doing so many side quests, and why not just try to grab them all? But, the other reason is because, as you've noticed with some of them, like Miles's quest chain, some of them start off as just Chapter 1, and then they lead to all the way to being Chapter 4 quests, which actually have good loot. So I figure it's worth just doing everything so that we can get as powerful as we can for being able to face the strongest beasts in all the land. Speaking of which, we sense danger lurking in the shadows. And something tells me we're more than ready.
You ready for this?
The Jotun is roused from slumber,
An interesting dilemma.
and only the normal battle theme plays for it. Poor guy. He's a boss fight too, but he's just he only gets the normal battle theme. That sucks.
Victory shall
Poor
be
guy.
my way!
Well then,
His authority was just swept out from under him. Oh,
Victory shall be mine!
snow elementals. That's different. Oh.
my turn now.
Ulbrich, we gotta do something about your accuracy, bud, because you're killing me. Let's go for... I don't know, BP boost on Therion.
Stars, fill us with power.
There we go.
How about you?
Ulbrich, I was gonna say actually hit him this time, but apparently you can't do that because that's too difficult.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Therion, for not being Ulbrich. Cyrus, do a firestorm just to show off.
Too slow!
Oh no! Oh no! As Knuckles would have it.
Not be defeated.
Okay, let's go for Divination on Therion,
Shooting comets, lead us
boosting
on our
his
way.
critical hit rate.
Out of my way.
And now he can just do Winnihild's battle cry.
Show no
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Things you can't.
And we get the Jotun horn. This is apparently not the episode for those of you who are watching for good, tough battles that put us at the brink of death. Because, that was sad. let's just say if you're watching an anime, you just got through the arc finale where we just had a super rough fight against like the plant boss or all of the god bosses for the jobs. Like you got through the finale, and then we're just in like the intermission period right now where we're just stupidly OP for all the normal enemies. And no real fights go down. It's just slaughter. We're in the filler arc. Oh no! Well, I'll be. Is that the horn of a Jotun? Jotun? Motun? Gotun? But this kind of proof, then surely my theories will start to have some weight. I'll be able to find a patron and continue my research. Little is known about the Jotun. They are elusive creatures, so much so that many doubt that they even exist. But this horn, oh, it is in beautiful condition. A specimen like this will change some minds at last. When I was only a boy, a scholar passed through the town where I was living. He was on a journey, but he told me tales of ice-covered giants living in a frozen land. His tales are what started me on this path as a scholar. But I was only a boy then. If I ever knew the man's name, I certainly don't recall it any longer. Still, if my memories are no lie, and he was truly the man I thought him to be, then I imagine he must be out there somewhere, looking for giants, even now. Now it is time that I get back to my own work. Thank you so much for this great boon. Maybe it's a bit of an oversight that he wanted us to prove that the thing existed, so to prove that it existed, we had to kill it and make it not, like, in a way, not exist anymore. Whoops. Like, see, it exists. It's extinct, but it exists. We got ourselves another side quest. Please, please listen. I swear that I'm innocent. I've not killed anyone. I've never done it. I just came across the body, that's all. There was a person there, covered in blood. What would anyone do? Of course I bent down to see if they were alright. I was only trying to help. But the investigation of that man's death was no more than a pretense. That mockery of justice is why I'm now in a cell. Wait, we can challenge him through the bars? A duel? Here?
Let us fight with honor.
Through the bars,
The
baby.
battle is truly joyous.
Ulbricht's just like trying to fit his bulky arms through the bars with his sword, like, have at you. Just kind of swinging his sword about, up and down, because he can't go left or right.
Too slow. Have at you. Too slow.
I mean, that would explain Ulbricht's terrible accuracy, all things considered. And I hope you guys just enjoyed my sister's dog shaking her collar and undoubtedly getting that to pick up on the mic.
Have at you.
Thanks, Alyssa.
With each battle, I grow stronger.
Fight what it was. You have my thanks. Beating the crap out of innocent inmates is Ulbricht's favorite pastime. So I say, if we're going to break this poor innocent man we just incapacitated out of prison, then we're going to need a witness to, you know, testify that...
I hate this.
Oh, was this a side quest? Oh, whoops. A witness to testify that that he's innocent. So we hope someone saw it, because otherwise, you know, he's screwed.
I hate this. is.
God's teeth, but it is cold. I don't like the cold, no one bit. That's why I live in this icy place. Especially my poor feet. Oh, they get it the worst. Chilled to the bone they are. I buy rugs when I have spare coin, but they wear through so quickly. Why can't they be made of stronger cloth? Gindy's foot cloth. Let's give them. Well, now that's a fine piece of fabric. Could I take a closer look? Yes, this is just the thing to cover my cold floors. It's strong and warm and undeniably beautiful. It's simply perfect. Tell me, friend, where did you find this wonderful fabric? The mining town of Quarry Crest? Splendid, splendid. I shall tell all my friends, too. We'll be having a warmer winter this year, I warrant. And that's when you find out that there are hidden side quests too, and you just don't acknowledge those for the rest of the game, because you just want to do the orange text box ones. Dun-dun-dun. Witnessed? I think I might have seen a dead body last night. Oh, just thinking back on it has me coming over in goose flesh again. I was so frightened. Seeing all that blood, all I could do was shriek and run away. When I looked back, though, there was a man. I think he was trying to see if there was anything he could do to help. I don't regret running away yesterday. I'm sure anyone would have done the same after seeing someone collapse in the streets covered in blood. But it's okay because someone else must have called the guards. That poor person has probably been rescued. Right? Information gleaned, an eyewitness account. Most intriguing. Because that's Cyrus's voice now. Yes, I do say. It's time for a lecture. On the art of setting your enemies aflame. Ugh. Whoops, he's still incapacitated. Gosh dang it, Ulbrich, you hit too hard. So right now, we're just gonna get a sneak peek at Atlasdom. And see there are side quests there, but we're not doing those this episode. All you people who wanted that. All you Atlas Dam fanatics. Because, you know, there's probably someone out there who is. Shouldn't rule that out. Before we go, I kind of do want to get a sneak peek, see if there's any more side quests hiding in the cathedral. And, of course, there's one. Oh! And it's gonna be a good one, too. Now that is sequel bait if I've ever seen any. Sequel to this episode, that is, not this game. An eyewitness account. Let's share what we know. A witness, huh? Wouldn't that be convenient? If only it were true. Give up on the lies already. If you just admit what you did, maybe the judge would go easier on you. But I didn't do it! I swear, I'm innocent! It was an accident that killed that man, not me. There must be someone who saw what happened. How come no one's come forward then? No one's gonna believe a pack of lies like that. That traveler there found a witness for me. Just ask and they'll tell you. Hey, you there. Is he telling the truth then? Heck to the yeah. An accident, huh? Suppose I'll have to look into this. Alright, I've heard from this witness of yours. And I've asked around with a few other people as well. And, well, looks like you were telling the truth. That's right, I was. I only chanced to pass by that night. It was nothing but happenstance. And then what do I see but a person lying on the ground, covered in blood? I was trying to see if they were alright when you lot took me for a murderer. Yes, we may have been a bit hasty. My commander told me to let you go. Really? Oh, this is all thanks to you. You saved my life, stranger. I mean, if he's in prison, it makes sense that he'd have a tough nut. Anyway. With that, one side quest remains in Flame's Grace. And it belongs to none other than Ophelia's very dear sister. So next time on Octopath Traveler, we see what she's doing now that the Savior is over and done with. See you guys then.